first of all, an empath is a person who is able to read people by their emotions, feelings, mood, by their vibration. Sometimes can even read people's thoughts. Okay, for me personally, I'm in the medical field. I think the best part of me, well, I'm not going to say the best part, but when it comes to like end of life, when people are transitioning and things like that, me being an empath comes in handy because I'm able to communicate with people when they're no able longer to physically communicate, so it's absolutely amazing. Now another thing is being an empath and being unaware that you're an empath. This can be a thing too. I didn't discover I was an empath, I guess, until I really had my spiritual awakening and really fully understood what it meant to be an empath, right? So, like I said, an empath is someone who reads people through their vibrations, through their emotions. I don't know if there's so many people on here. Hey guys, like I said, I'm new to TikTok, so I can't keep up with all the names and everything. But listen, I'm sending peace, love, light to everybody out here, okay? But I don't know if you've ever seen Manifest, the series Manifest. So I believe his name is Zeke. He was definitely an empath, and so the thing I loved about him was whenever he like walked upon someone, you could actually see their vibration. Okay, and that is the energy. That's the energy that we read now. When it comes to the clairs, somebody asked me what are clairs. Clairs are your, I'm just now learning mine, but you have your clairvoyance, which is sight, right? Being able to see, having hindsight, foresight, insight, right? Seeing things before they happen, things of this nature. Then you have your clairsentience, which is your gut feeling, your knowing, your intuition, right? Empaths are very tapped into their clairsentience. Claircognizance is the knowing, just having an absolute knowing. Um, Empaths are also very claircognizant as well. And then you have, I want to say this right, y'all. I got, look, all my books and all my stuff. I never get on here. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And then you have another one. It is what is the name? Hold on, y'all. Like I said, I wasn't prepared. It's Claire audience. So that's being able to hear. I cannot say that I have Claire audience. And then there's the last one. I can't think of the name of it right now. It'll come to me in a minute. But it's the one where you actually are able to put a healing on people with your hands by touching. So I guess I a few months ago when I went to California was the first time I had ever used my Claire, the one with the touch, and I might give y'all a little story about that. But let me not get off of what we talking about the empath. So a few signs that you are an empath are going to be first of all picking up emotions of other people. Now, you don't have to physically be around the person to pick up on their emotion, okay? You can be in a phone conversation. It can be somebody connected to you. But it is a rapid, you'll have an immediate swift shift in your energy and your mood. And so when in these times, I always say this is when you need to do an energy check. You need to go in and figure out if this emotion belongs to you or not. Now, this is where not knowing your empath can be a little tricky because now you're walking around feeling sad, upset, hurt, and whatever these things may be, but they don't belong to you, okay? So this is where it can get tricky. Another sign that you are an empath is people feeling the need to tell you their problems. And this happens because they can see your light. The people are aware that there is something that you can say to them, can do for them, that can help them in the time of their need. So this is why you have random strangers, listen, people just off the street. This is why, because they are attracted to your light. Now, with that being said, I'm sorry if I'm going really quick, y'all. Like I said, I don't want to be on here that long. Now, with that being said, this is where you have the attraction to brokenness. So you will attract broken people. Listen, people who need a healing, people who need a fixing. I used to call it my projects, because at first I thought I had a curse, right? I'm like, there's no way I can keep attracting these people, right? Now, this is where, oh, I didn't say I was going to be on here this long. Okay, so you're a this is where you put out that light, okay? And people are attracted to you. So now you have situations and experiences happening in your life because you are pulled into this person's BS, whatever they're going through now. So it becomes your thing. So now you are in going through a test. So now it's a test, because once you accepted the person as your assignment, now this is where spirit, the universe, will use this person to put you also through some test trials and things of that nature, okay? So this is where you have the attraction, right, to I say those broken relationships and things like that. Another sign you are empath is going like being in crowded places and crowded rooms and crowded situations. You feel anxious. I've even had panic attacks. Listen, you feel overwhelmed. Listen, you feel consumed. This is because, once again, you may not be aware that you're an empath. So when you go into big crowded rooms, situations, places, of things of this nature, and you don't have your shield of protection around you, your energy protection around you. So when you step into these places, look, you're a magnet. So all the energy just literally, okay? So this is where you get hit with that immense amount of anxiety. Listen, your body will even react. Do you hear me? The heaviness in the chest. Listen, the feel like you can't breathe almost. Listen, the chills, sweating, shaking, the goosebumps. Listen, your body will also react to these situations. Okay. Hey, HBG foodie. I feel like I do need an energy check a lot. Listen, so I'm gonna tell you right now, this is a time right now where we're having spiritual awakenings at an all-time high. So you definitely do need to be doing energy checks on yourself, because energy vampires are everywhere, honey. I'm telling you right now. Ooh, but I don't want to get into that. That's another thing for another day. Hey, let love flow.